Rachel from Following in My Shoes here, and I'm going to talk today about the wonderful knives that I have been reviewing for the past month and a half. And those are the Chicago Cutlery Pro Design, or DesignPro knives that I've been using. I've posted about them a couple of times. I shared pictures of myself cutting tomatoes, and I've also had a giveaway for this knife here. Well, not this one, but one like it, the chef's knife. And today I'm going to show these in action so that you can see some of the features that are unique to these branded knives, and so you can see just how easy it is to use these knives in your kitchen, whether you are prepping for dinner, working on snacks, or just school lunches and trying to chop a bunch of vegetables, cheeses, all kinds of things to get meals ready for your family. Now, I received 3 knives from the Chicago Cutlery line, the DesignPro line, one of which, as I mentioned, was the chef's knife, which is kind of your basic all-purpose utilitarian workhorse knife when it comes to knives. It can handle anything from, cutting into meat, chopping vegetables, mincing, dicing, all of it. It handles everything. The other 2 knives are both really more for chopping, and personally these are my favorite. I wasn't prepared to like them as much as I did because I had never heard of a santoku knife or a partoku knife, and who knows if I'm even saying those Japanese words right, because I'm from Texas and we pronounce everything however we want to around here. But those particular knives are for chopping and cubing and slicing and really work well with vegetables. And with the varying sizes, you can see they're a little bit smaller than the great big 8-inch chef's knife. This one is, I believe, 7 inches, and this one is 5, and obviously the weights are a little bit different. So for my hands, they've been very easy to hold on to and have really worked well chopping and cubing and dicing and all the other lovely stuff that we get to do when we fix meals. I've talked a little bit in my blog posts about the thumb guides that are on the DesignPro knives, and you can see them here. It's these just black, I believe they're laser etched dots along the, is it the hilt of the knife? Is that what this part's called? I don't know, I'm not a boy, I don't know those particulars. But I do know that these thumb guides help so much in making sure that you are holding the knife correctly when you're applying it to the task at hand. In my old knives, and I have one here, this knife I got when I was married, and I had it for nearly 9 years now. And it was not a good knife. It was just kind of your random, run-of-the-mill department store knife. And I did not pick these knives because I thought they would do me well. I picked them because they had pretty black handles and they would look good in a butcher block on my counter. Because at the time I really didn't cook so much and didn't realize how important a sharp knife is, and didn't realize how important the weight of a knife is when you're using it over and over and over. And so for years I had this knife and it was not good. I did not like it. And so now, having the Chicago Cutlery knives, it's like rainbows and unicorns every day when I'm in the kitchen, because it's just, I can cut, and things are cutting well and easily, and it fits my hand. And because of those thumb guides, I know exactly how to hold it, how to grip it, so that there's not a lot of strain on my hands, which I have rheumatoid arthritis, so that is a good thing for me. And when you're doing a lot of prep work, it helps keep from being fatigued and get a better slice and dice of your items, because you're holding things correctly. Who knew doing things correctly would make life so easy? Alright, so right now, instead of working on a big meal and showing you, using that as my way of showing you how these knives work, I'm going to be doing what we do every Sunday night. And that is, because it's Sunday now, that is creating our finger food night. I don't like to cook on Sundays, so because you spent all morning rushing around for church and things like that, and I just want the evenings to be nice and relaxing before we get back into the work week and the rush of school and all the schedules we have to keep up. So on Sunday nights, we do finger foods, we do lots of cheese and things the kids can pick up, and then I also, at the same time, after the meal is over, have everything I need for the week as far as snacks and vegetables for lunches, cube cheese, everything's ready to go. So it's like 30 minutes worth of work and I have everything done for the week. So that's what I'm going to use, and so here in a minute we're going to grab one of these knives. Actually, I'm probably going to use the little one right now, and I'm going to show you how this slices through some peppers with ease. One of my daughter's favorite things to eat is peppers, bell peppers, sweet peppers. So this is always something that we have during the week. And I'm using the Partoku knife, Partoku knife right now, and that is the smaller knife, which I prefer when I'm doing small items like this. Alright, so I've used the shorter Partoku knife to chop through some of the peppers that we're going to be having, and now I'm going to attack this head of broccoli with the chef's knife. I'm going to use it because it's, with a thicker stalk, I want a little bit of the heftier weight here behind my cuts. I've got my thumb on the thumb guide, holding with a firm grip, and I'm just going to slice through. And my old knife, I would have had to saw and hack to do that. And then I just, with the tip here, it's all sharp, I just make a couple little incisions as though I were a surgeon or something here going on to this. Chop everything. It's easy. I can use the different parts of the knife for whatever task I have at hand. I'm using tip here for this. The heavier part of the blade can really get in and cut things that are thicker. Chicken breast, it slices through that. Like that. Again, all-purpose knife. I'm using it now for cheese. I could easily switch to one of the other knives if I needed to. But all in all, these knives, thick block of cheese here. I've really enjoyed these knives. They've made things faster and easier. They have, how's that sound? Sounds like an Iron Chef here. They've been nice, and when you haven't had nice knives, that new steel, it's just such a beautiful thing. I love it, I love it, I love it. If you are in the market for knives, personally, I recommend these, I don't have a lot of experience, but what experience I've had with these has been great. And my husband and I have already been talking about adding some of the other pieces from the line to get us caught up and replace all of our knives with the Chicago Cutlery DesignPro. Well, I hope this little demonstration by someone who is very much still a novice in the cooking world has helped a little bit for you to understand how these knives vary from some other knives that are out there, and some of the features that make them good for someone like me that is the home cook but hasn't been classically trained with knife skills and needs a little bit of prompting and helping for knowing how to use them. If you want more information, you can check out my blog where I've had some reviews and posts about them. You can also go to Amazon and check them out there. And you can see the whole line there. They've got bread knives, everything you could need in your kitchen is there, and you can get more information about the weight and steel and all of that. All right, well, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave comments for me and I will address them as I can. And it's been great sharing a Sunday evening with you. I've got kids clamoring that we've had to tell them it's okay, dinner's coming, so I need to get back to this and get them fed. Thanks for watching. Bye.